As my chosen real estate professional, I need to be able to trust you. And trust usually takes time. It's important. Think of it this way. Let's pretend I was selling my house and the house was listed at 7 and I had an offer come in at 690. You're my agent. I need to count on you. I need to know that, do I sign it back at 7 or do I take the 690? It's $10,000 and that's a lot of money. I need an expert who can say, let me tell you what I think you should do based on my experience or my track record. So trust takes time. Familiarity builds trust. So when I'm first starting to develop a relationship with somebody, when you first meet someone for the first time, they're always suspicious. People tend to be skeptical and they take a step back. That's just human nature. What I need you to do is understand that to get that trust and build the trust with the potential prospect, it's that constant contact, that consistency. So let's pretend, just for argument's sake, you're working in your neighborhood. It's your farm. That's where you live. I'm going to suggest when you're out walking your dog that you have your career apparel on and your baseball cap. And, you know, in my case, the company name on my windbreaker. And on the back, it says List with Chris. So they cannot ignore the fact that I'm in real estate. They can see that. In fact, I'd even go a little bit further. I'd have a sweater that said List with Chris on my dog even. So even my dog. And you know the thing about dogs, people love to, come over and pet your dog. So the point is, I'm a local real estate agent. They see me. I've got newsletters going out. I've got marketing in the area. I've got open houses in the area. I'm knocking on people's doors and inviting them. It's that familiarity over time. Next thing you know, it takes a month, takes 2. If you specialize and you're working in the same area, you'll be out walking or going for a walk with the dog and the neighbors will be out doing some yard work and they'll be saying, hey, there's our real estate agent. Hello, Chris. I've never sold their house. I didn't sell them that house and I haven't sold a house for them. But they see me as a local part of the community, a part of the fabric of this community. They see me as one of them and they're going to engage with me, talk to me about real estate, and they're going to trust my opinion because they know at a local level I live here, I work here, and I understand the market intimately. Frequent contact turns strangers into friends. People will take that and they will automatically say, oh, there's our friend, the real estate agent. He lives locally. And that's because we keep running into each other. And when we do, I have time to talk and I have a smile on my face. And I got a kind word, something pleasant to say and something positive to contribute to the conversation. Remember, nobody wants to hear negative news, so don't bring it up. You need to be a source of happy, good local news where you can talk about what's going on. But the more often you run into somebody, then you'll see them at the grocery store, down the street. You'll see them at the bank, at the gas station, the variety store. And yes, you need to stop and talk to your neighbors because your neighbors right now might be a neighbor, but they're soon going to be your next client who's going to sell their house with you. So make those contacts. The thing about sales is you got to stop and talk to everybody. My wife hates going to the grocery store with me. A trip to the grocery store could take a couple of hours because I talk to everyone. I am talking to the clerks and the guy who's stocking the groceries and the person working in the vegetable section. I'm talking to everybody who's got a shopping cart, and I do it naturally because I've been a sales guy probably since the age of 6. So for the rest of you who this doesn't come natural, you got to force yourself into those conversations to get to know your neighbors so that they will become your friends. Turn your prospects into friends and you'll have more business than you can write, I promise. You may want to consider offering a series of video tips. I think this is a great idea. Let's think about if your specialty was first-time home buyers. You could put a whole series of tips together on things people should know when they're buying their first house. Little 10, 15-minute little video tips that people could watch in a series and they could get a sense. Now, I found you online. I know that you live local. I discovered you because I was looking for real estate in that neighborhood. And then it turns out you're sort of the local professional. Your website came right up to the top of the search engines, and there I found your tips. And I haven't got time to watch a full-length motion picture, but I like to go back to your site regularly. It could include things like a home inspection conversation with a home inspector, a property appraiser. You could be talking to somebody in mortgage. You could be talking to the local contractors, landscapers. I could go on and on and on. The tips you could put together. But I'm interested in real estate. Maybe it's even investment real estate. What if you were to teach people how to buy investment properties and what that looked like, and you were seen as a local expert? Your whole business was local and it was about the local market. But you know what, if I wanted to buy a duplex or a triplex, you're the person I'd want to talk to because you know what, you understand cap rates, you understand the landlord tenant laws, you understand the fire code, the building code, you understand zoning. And I get that because I'm watching your videos. This is a great idea. You have a video camera built right into your phone. All you need is a tripod and some lights and boom, you're in business. The other thing I'm going to suggest is that you use your CRM system every day. Customer relationship management. It is the future of your business, and it needs to start now. You need to use your CRM system to stay in touch with people you have a relationship with. And the thing about technology is it doesn't forget. That's the beautiful thing. See, we get busy sometimes with a buyer or seller, and we get distracted, and our newsletter didn't get out, or our postcards didn't get out, or our email campaign didn't get out. The great thing about CRM systems, it gets out even when you're out doing something else. So use your CRM system. There's a lot you can do with this, and make sure it's synchronized with all of your devices so that you are a true mobile warrior, road warrior. Maintain your contact with your past clients. Nothing will break your heart more than somebody that you really enjoyed working with. You sold them a house 5 years ago. You turn on the computer today to look for new listings for somebody else, and lo and behold, the person you sold a house to has gone and listed with somebody else, and you are like flipping mad. Don't be mad at them, be mad at yourself. You did not maintain your consistent contact. So opportunity presented itself and somebody was able to capitalize. And what's the real result of this? You're not staying in touch. So we need holiday cards going out. We need birthday cards going out. We need anniversaries going out. A handwritten note from time to time. I need you to pick up the phone and just talk to people, not because they want to buy a house or sell a house, because you just want to know how they're doing. How's the kids? What's going on? What's new with you guys? I was thinking about you. You were on my mind. It's those type of conversations that keep people connected to us. So when they think of real estate and somebody says, hey, do you want to list your house? You say, I do, but not with you. I got to list it with Chris, because him and I go way back and we're like buds, man. I see him all the time. You need to be able to build that sense of responsibility into your relationships. You want to use different methods. You can't do just emails, because after a while it gets boring. You can't do just text messages, because after a while I'm going to ignore them. You can't do just postcards, because from time to time I have too many of them and I throw them out. You can't do just newsletters. You can't do just market reports. What do? You do a little bit of everything. See, variety is the spice of life. You need to shake it up to keep me interested. 7, marketing. Make time to do your marketing and make sure you set money aside to do it. Marketing's not cheap. It takes time to be thoughtful and creative and clever and really connected to the community, so your solutions are answering their problems. Nothing generic, very specific. And on top of it, I'm going to suggest to you, keep it tight. Don't take on thousands of people, because it's going to cost you bazillions of dollars. Keep the footprint small, keep it consistent, and go deep. Too many people are a mile wide and an inch deep in their business. You need to be a mile deep and an inch wide. Now your value skyrockets, because I want what you have, because you are like really good at it.